talk to Dani Tucker and Neu Neu McKinley, who we were talking about music now. So we're going to talk a little bit about go-go fitness. And this is summer, and everybody's now trying to get rid of that. What is it? Well, someone told me it was COVID-19, but I guess now it might be about COVID 20 or 25. So the pounds we're trying to shed and feeling better, as we were talking about earlier. So thank you all for joining us. And hey, who's going to start? I want to know, what is go-go fitness and how did you all get started with that? I mean, it's DC. So Dani, you want to talk? Or?
Yeah, how are you? Thank you, first of all, for having us. I was a great admirer of your dad and your stepmom growing up, so thank you for having us. It's an honor to be here. I started fitness 10 years ago as a Zoom instructor who only did go-go, and it became popular, so we decided to do a class and started out with 8 students, and 10 years later, we've had a number of instructors. Neu Neu, one of my most famous instructors and one of my most successful instructors, who's now doing his own thing, is here with me. And we still do go-go fitness. Neu Neu does his own thing, but he still does go-go on Monday, which is awesome. And we're still here doing our thing.
I mean, that sounds like nothing but fun. I mean, it's exercise, but it sounds like nothing but fun. Neu Neu, what are you? I mean, are you from DC?
Yes, I am from DC.
Okay, so go-go is what you're familiar with. But tell us, I mean, as an instructor, how do you plan your lessons, and who can come and where, and what's the purpose? I mean, we dance to go-go. It never ends, right? So I hope your class ends at some point. It just goes on and on and on. But how do you do this? Tell us what you do.
Okay, so I'm a natural dancer, and I've been dancing since I was young, and I really got into it to lose weight when I was younger, because I was kind of husky, and we had the MTV and the music videos, and I just always watched the videos, and I just got into dancing, and you're young, so kids are teasing you about being kind of heavy, and dancing, it just made me feel good, and I was good at it naturally, so it just became a thing. And as I got older, you meet people, and I met this one lady, Ingrid. She was heavy set, and she wanted to lose weight, and I was one of her friends, so she asked me to join her in a few classes, and people thought I was an instructor just because I caught on easily, and I made it my own. And eventually we met Dani at a go-go fitness class, and it was actually their second DVD taping. Mm-hmm. And that's how I came across Dani, and I joined her team there. Planning my class, music, since I'm a dancer, when I hear certain songs, routines just come to me. Like, I could be driving and listen to a go-go song or a hip-hop song or any kind of song, and moves just come to me. So sometimes I have to stop, record it, or write it down, because I'll have a part of the routine already in my head with what I want to do. Other times I'm thinking of what kind of body part I want to work on. And that's another way I come up with routines. And my playlist is kind of like a roller coaster. I want to take you on a ride. So, you have to build up the anticipation. You have to, like, the warm-up is the start. That's how you set the tone of your class, and, the energy, your warm-up, it has to be, the start, the push. And you just have to take them on a journey, and you have to know your class. You have to know your students. You have to learn them, because everyone isn't on the same fitness level. So you have to, make sure you have your limits and know your students' limits, and make sure that they know their limits, so they won't have to try to compete with the student next to them. You have to.
Right,
right. It's kind of hard being next to someone that has more energy, because you want to get on their level, but it takes time, because that person may have been working out longer than you.
Right. I was just saying, as when I started earlier, I said, there's some people who could be in their 80s, 90s, 100 years old, and still mentally and have the desire, and may even physically be able to move like someone who's in their 30s.
Yep.
But on the flip side of that, you could have a really young person, who's just kind of out of shape and moves like a 90-year-old person would. You would think that person would move. So what is the range of age groups of your classes, Dani and Neu Neu? Who do you all cater to? Can you be does it matter? Could it be an old person like me, or
it can be anybody? It's a family affair, Chuck Brown style. Period.
okay.
When Neu Neu and the rest of our instructors, and they were students. Neu Neu, of course, was at an excellent variant level, but then I had some who were not, who could only do it. Like you said, the whole point is in go-go, you're going to get everything. My oldest student right now is 78-year-old Carolyn Marshall, and Carolyn comes with her oxygen tank.
Wow.
So Carolyn and her oxygen tank, which is named Sam, they crank at their level. But there's a member of our team that is able to work at every level that we have. And then we have our Neu super, I call them my Energizer bunnies. So you have our youngest student is London and Brooklyn, and they are 12 and 7. So it's a family affair, Chuck Brown style. You just have to make sure that your team is ready to deal with, as Neu Neu said, whatever variant level that you have in your class. And if they identify with somebody on your team that looks like them. One thing that makes Go-Go Fitness different, and I'm happy to say, like Neu Neu and our other instructors, as they went on to do their own thing, they kept this. They have a fit team that helps their students relate. It really helps students when they can see on the team people who look like them, and not a bunch of models who they don't look like.
So where can people find well, we just put it up there, but where you're just still, I mean, give us a sense of where we can find your classes, and is there a fee, or how does it work?
For Go-Go Fitness, and then I'll finish real quick and let Neu Neu give you his schedule. You can see where you can find us at the bottom. In the DMV, I have a Maryland class in Upper Marlboro on Mondays and Saturdays, and at DC, I have a partnership with Marcus Cable. We are also franchising for our 10th year, so shout out to the Go-Go Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. They kick off next on the 25th.
Congratulations.
Yes, and then we also hold the Go-Go Seattle, who was one of our first franchises, and they do the Go-Go mixed in with their Aqua and their Zumba classes. So we're looking to franchise. We're starting a new website. So if you're interested in training and becoming a Go-Go fitness instructor, hit me up, or training with me and doing like Neu Neu and taking that training, taking it to another level and going on and do your own thing. We work with that too. So that's our schedule, and I'll let Neu Neu give you his.
Yes, so I'm getting back into the swing of things and being in front of students personally. I was doing virtual for a while during the pandemic. So right now I'm just teaching at the Gold's Gym at Ritchie Station. Mondays, 6 p.m. is my Go-Go class, Go-Go Banger Mondays, and then Saturdays is my Jumpstart Saturday morning class at 9:30 a.m. My social media is right there below. Instagram is Bodyosity Fitness _LLC, and on Facebook is Bodyosity Fitness LLC. And I also do separate events outside of those gyms. So at those events, you can come and get better knowing of what Bodyosity offers. At Gold's Gym, it's just, what I offer there, but Bodyosity is my brand, so that's outside, and that's another me, another
brand.
me.
I got you. Yeah. No, I got you. That's fine. That's fine. And years ago, when Zumba became the big thing, and everybody said, well, what is Zumba, right? You go into a class, and so, it's energetic and fast moving, but the whole time you're thinking, we should be doing this. So, Dani, I want to give you a high five, a hands up,
we did it.
Whatever, for doing that, and for taking it across the country. Because if we could go in and do Zumba, not knowing, the Latin music, although it is a lot of fun and I like it, but still, why not? So
it's our music. We did it for our music, don't mute DC, don't mute us. Go-Go Music deserves to be a dance fitness, and thanks to Neu Neu, all of my team that has come through for 10 years, we are a permanent part, and a known part of Dance Fitness National. So we are grateful.
All right. Thank you all for being with us. Thanks for waiting.
Thank you for having us.
All righty. Take care.